Welcome to a little bit of Motown madness right outside the Motor City. We're at Michigan International Speedway for today's running of the Quicken Loans 400.
Mike, we got a new surface and the track is fast. It's really fast. But the other important thing that teams always consider when they come here, this is a manufacturer's battle. You want to win this race for your particular manufacturer. Very important to them.
Sure, Detroit is the Motor City, and all of the Detroit Big Three have all their folks out here to see one of their cars win. Ford, Chevy, or will it be a Toyota in victory lane today?
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of our NASCAR 15 season here at the Michigan Speedway for the 15th race of the season. After this race we'll have just 11 races until the chase. Of course we're looking to get another win just like we did in our last episode at Pocono off of that great fuel only strategy call that got us to the end where we hung on to our 5-second lead and won over Martin Truex. Now we are green and underway here at Michigan. We qualified the car in 22nd as we try to race here with the 22 of Joey Logano, Ricky Stenhouse, and Brian Vickers ahead of us. Try to get some positions here and get into a rhythm to hopefully have a better race than we fared early in the race at Pocono. We'll see how that goes. We're already a little bit sideways through the corner here, but a big run next to the corner. We're going to go 3-wide with Joey Logano. We're going to have a nice, juicy run down the back stretch here. We look to go the inside. Logano, nothing there. We try to clear Menard, a little bit of contact. So now we give Logano the bumper here into 3 and 4. I mean, a big shove. He gets loose in front of us. We get extremely sideways. We both hang on to it. We get the gas first past him. Now look to go the inside of Allmendinger here and use the draft of Vickers. We're banging doors. Now we fall in line behind AJ Allmendinger alongside Joey Logano as the draft is really making things chaotic here. Now we're going to throw a big block there on Regan Smith. He is a big run behind us now on the inside of Joey Logano. Allmendinger, Vickers right there. Anything we're going to be 3 wide. Bouncing off the wall. Vickers and we hang on to it. We save it. Gives AJ Allmendinger some momentum. He'll go by so we get into him. Get him loose. Here comes the 22 of Joey Logano. Now we try to go into 3 and 4. We're going to get hit by Regan. So he's going to turn us around. We go. Caution is out here. Michigan, a big crash has erupted here at the back half of the field. Myself in it. A bunch of other guys involved here. Try to get back going the right direction as we were racing Joey Logano and Regan Smith hard for position. We come down the 7. The 7 just turns us up in the 22 and the whole field piles in behind us and a huge crash here at Michigan. And everybody at the back half of the field is in it this time. We're of course going to bring it in pit road. Got to get fresh tires, got to repair it. So we're going to restart now in 41st. Well, actually 42nd I believe. No, it's 41st. We're only ahead of the 13 here of Casey Mears, it looks like, behind us. Now we get a big run here on this inside lane. And we start to gain some positions now following Michael Waltrip's number 66. But we get loose here in 1-2. I mean, really loose sideways. You have to overcorrect up the track hard. Bouncing off the wall. As soon as we're bouncing off everybody, we're going to turn hard in the wall. And we save it. Bang into the inside wall. But we save it. Here, continue on going the right direction. We have completely lost the draft, and we're alone by ourselves back here with the 25 at Chase Elliott, who seems to have had some kind of issue there on the backstretch as we just got bounced around throughout the field, got beat up and destroyed. So now we're alone by ourselves here in 42nd. You know, same thing like Pocono, struggling, but we're still out here racing. Denny Hamlin, your race leader at the moment, as we're just going to try to catch up to the pack now as we really drive it in deep here in 1-2 to really try to catch up. In the back end, the car's going to get really, so we're going to go completely sideways here in 1-2. We're going to spin down the apron. We're going to try to save it one way, save the other way, go the other way, turn. And we're going to try to save it again, and around we go. The caution is going to come out. Not going to, I kind of wanted the caution to come out, so I kind of, did the car in a way so we could get the yellow. Finally got the yellow to come out here. So we got our yellow here so we can, we stay on the racetrack. After all that, we stay on the racetrack. We're going to restart in 11th here and give ourselves a chance at some good track position and see what happens. As we try to now race with Austin Dillon and Casey Mears, the two guys in front of us here as we move into 1 and 2. Using their draft, trying everything we can right now, getting a run on Jeff Gordon, give us a bump there. We go sliding up the racetrack here, trying to hang on, ooh, sideways. Now we're racing with Jeff Gordon side by side. Right in front of us, we got Mears and we got Dillon there. Now we're making contact with Jeff Gordon down the backstretch. We just had to go on the top line here. 3 and 4, give the 3 the bumper. He's going to go up into the outside wall, but he holds on to it. And now we're going to big run here on the outside of the 23 of Yaley, and now we're into 9th place. We find ourselves in the top 10 for the first time today here in Michigan, looking like we have some speed to actually contend here. And maybe the adjustments we made on our last pit stop might be key here in giving us a chance at winning this race. Now we go underneath Kyle Buschers. We send down the all-guyer into Jimmy way up the track after the big checkup, and we're to slide, but we are going to fight our way up into battling for 4th with Jimmy Johnson here. What a move in turn 1 and 2 we made right there. That was ballsy, but it worked. And now we're trying to get to the back of the 48. We're going to give Jimmy a bit of a bumper, and he's going to get sideways up into us. We're going to have to get out of the throttle. We hang on to it, and now we are sideways. But we hang on. Now get big run on the outside of Jimmy, and now we move our way up into 4th place. Then we just got to catch Denny Hamlin, Tony Stewart, and whoever's, I believe, Paul Menard, who's running in 2nd right now. Here comes Jeff Gordon, the big run behind us. He's at our personal best lap of the race of a 37.75. Jeff Gordon now catching us here, 12 laps to go. We send it in deep here into 1 and 2, maybe a little bit too deep, as now when we try to turn the corner, we're going to get really sideways here. We're going to lose control. We're going to hang on to it. Jeff Gordon, big run here. Here comes Michael Annette, Mears, and we're going to have to block low on Jeff Gordon. He's got momentum, but we're using Tony Stewart's draft, and we go into the corner, give Stewart a bump there, use him up. He slides up the track, and now we are going to slide up the track as well. Jeff Gordon now going to pass us here into us. He's going to shove us up the track into the wall. Cars are coming down pit road in front of us. Menard and Hamlin, we hang on to it. We're into 8th right now. Contact with Jimmy. Now contact with Tony Stewart. Here comes Blaney and Austin Dillon behind us. The intensity continuing to ramp up right now in this race here at Michigan, as now we get a run on the back of Stewart, trying to hang on to get up there to 9th. We keep the good, nice run there on the exit of 2. Now we've gathered up. We've got ourselves together here, and now we're chasing down Jimmy and Regan Smith up there as we look to clear Tony Stewart in the corner. We do. We go underneath Jimmy, move by him. Now big run on the back of Boyer. We get him up into Regan Smith, up into the wall. There you go. Big up there. Now we get loose, overcorrect hard to the outside wall, back down to the pack. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, then there's the whole pack. Bang. And the caution is going to come out for the huge wreck that's just erupted in front of us as guys are coming down pit road. So this is a very interesting time in the race for caution. As we come down, Brian Vickers gets drilled up in the air on the back bumper there. He goes spinning. Carl Edwards gets spun. Yeah, David Reagan and a bunch of other guys spinning up there. Myself involved, of course. So we're going to come down pit road, repairs, 4 tires, full tank of gas here. We're going to restart 42nd. All the way back here in last, and we're going to try to fight our way up to the lead here to try to win this race. Go back to and the whole inside lane stacks up, and we get a huge run. And look at all the positions we're gaining here into 1-2. We're going to go from 42nd all the way up to 33rd. Now Casey Cadenbaugh, he's going to wash up into Keselowski. They're going to be gone. Now we continue towards the inside outside side, and we have a huge run here down the backstretch. We continue to fly our way by now from 32nd all the way up now into the top 15 and in down into 3 and 4. We're going to find ourselves inside the top 10 and 9th place. What a move. Now we're racing side by side with Stewart. The car gets loose there into Casey Mears. We're getting used up here. We hang on to it. What a save we just made. That car was somehow we saved that. Now we're back down to 14th. Now here comes Jeff Gordon looking to take that away from us. We're back down to 15th. We're trying to hang on here, get some grip, try to find a way to stay up in this lead pack here. We do the nice run there on the outside of Jeff Gordon and use that momentum to slide by Regan Smith, literally making contact with him. We were so loose. And another big wiggle, and there's Blaney on the outside. He's going to get around us. And he's got help from Kevin Harvick as they work their way now into 3 and 4. Denny Hamlin continuing to lead this race, really starting to dominate now. As we send it and we clear the 21 of Ryan Blaney into 3 and 4. And now we're secured our spot in 13th place, trying to keep the draft of the 46 of Michael Annette, trying to gain up to that lead pack. Menard sets a new fast lap of the race. We set our personal best with 37.64. As now we continue to try to chase down up ahead Michael Annette and the 46. And Ricky Stenhouse in the 17. We get loose here trying to hold off Harvick and Blaney. Big wiggle there, but we hold on to it. Now we got to try to block here. We go down to block Harvick. We go up to block Blaney. Harvick's going to get a run here. We're not going to be able to block that at this moment. So big check up here. We go by Stenhouse into 3 and 4 here. We cleanly pass Stenhouse. We move into 12th place now. As now we look to work our way. Oh, we got a car coming down pit road. We got one guy coming in. That's McMurray, and that'll move us up to 11th place now. And now we got to run on the rest of the pack. We are in this pack, and we have a genuine shot to win this thing with 6 to go. And with guys pitting now, with the fuel bar about halfway through, we might be able to make it without pitting. It's going to be close. If not, we'll do what we did at Pocono, another fuel-only call. As then we go the outside of Annette and Stats. We're 3 wide for 9th place right now. Very intense racing. We clear the 3rd car, and that's myself and Annette into 3 and 4. We will clear him by an aggressive send into the corner. And you see there's Eric Almirola, number 43, ahead of us. Who's going to come down pit road this time? We got another car coming down pit road this time. That is J.J. Yaley is in. So now we jump up to 8th place now. Another spot gain because the car's coming down pit road with just 5 laps to go. Well, I think we're going to lean into do the strategy where we're going to stay out the whole way. And if we run out of gas, we run out of gas. This is how it's going to be here because I want to win this thing. I want to go back-to-back wins. So we're going to play the strategy to our best of our ability here. Big run next to the turn 2 there, trying to stay in the draft of Eric Almirola up ahead. We get a nice big draft here down the back stretch, heading to 3 and 4. Big run on the back of him now. As you see your leaders up there, cars are going on the bottom. Your leaders might be coming in this time by. And indeed, something about Eric Almirola's going to come down pit road. Justin Allgaier, we nearly wrecked trying to avoid them. They come in. So does Paul Menard. Now we find ourselves in 5th place, trying to catch the top 4. Denny Hamlin, Tony Stewart are 2 of those 4 drivers. And with just 4 laps to go, we are nearly up in the front where we can really nail the field here with this brilliant strategy we have devised to stay out the whole way. We go a little up there. We're going to get into the wall here next to the turn 2. Not what we want to do is get into the wall. The tires are extremely worn. We just got to hang on. There's a 23 of Yaley right in front of us. He is a 1 lap down, honestly. Well, about to be a lap down. Well, he's lap down the leader, but if I jump ahead now, all the top 4 come in. Tony Stewart, Denny Hamlin, Newman, and Jimmy come in, and now we're going to take the race lead and lap JJ Gillies. We lead here with 3 laps to go at Michigan. Do we have enough fuel to go the distance? We are one of a few guys who have stayed out. We just got to hang on for these next 2.5 laps. We're going to get into the wall here next to the 2 a little bit there. That's not what we want to do. That's going to slow us down, give Yaley a run to our bottom. We block him, likes for position when it's not, but I just want to make sure all loose ends are tied up here. If we can try to make this work, we're going to have to save fuel by really lifting here into the corners. No, we didn't do that here. We full throttle, keep on going. Full pace here through 3 and 4, try to get the gap as far as we can over the 19 of Carl Edwards here. Now just 2 laps to go in Michigan for this strategy to work for us. Edwards, they all come down pit road behind us. Everybody comes in. We're the only one who's left on the racetrack here. We're going to stay out. We're going to be the only one here on this strategy. We stay out on the racetrack. This gamble here. We have a lap and a half to go, and we are all right near empty. It is going to be so close so we can make it. We're still going 206 into the back stretch into 3 and 4 now. And now a really big lift here. I mean, really lifting 20, 30 miles an hour here through 3 and 4. Just trying to preserve fuel right now. And I see Yaley behind us. We stay ahead of him. White flag. Final laps of McConnell Bank here in Michigan. We got to commit now. So all we have to do is just hang on and just have enough fuel to go to the end. And once again, big lift here into 1 and 2. Big continuously lifting here through 1 and 2 here down the back stretch. Back to full throttle here. I think we have just, oh my god, you can barely see the red line. I mean, we're basically out of gas here. We just got to coast our way to 3 and 4. And the front, you can see we're really lifting here all the way down from 206 to 172. And we get very lightly on the throttle, and now we just full throttle back to line as we have enough to coast anyway, and we're going to get back to line, and we're going to have enough. We're going to win at Michigan for our 7th win of the 2015 season. We hold off the lap car of J.J. Yaley. What a victory as we hang on with just enough gas to go the distance, staying out with just literally, we would not have made it into turn 1. We would not have made it. We would not have made another lap. And race had to end the lap, and it did. And what a strategy call! And we win the race. And now, of course, we're gonna burn it down in celebration here to celebrate another amazing victory that we have pulled off here, off of 2 weeks in a row, off of fuel saving and fuel strategy. 2 weeks in a row. We have nailed it on the strategy to get 2 wins in a row now. Really getting some momentum here coming to the midpoint of the season. Of course, next 2 races coming up with Sonoma, and we're back at Daytona after that, and that is going to be a chaotic race, we already know. So, of course, big burnout here, and we're about to park in Victory Lane, which is right here on the front stretch. Right up there. Boom, right for the fans, right up in the front there. Big burnout here. And I don't think we had the winning car. I think that was probably Denny Hamlin did, but we started really finding something out later. I think we definitely had a top 10 if we came down Puro. We definitely would have had a top 10 as we park it here in Victory Lane. Your winner today in Michigan. And I see celebrating Victory Lane with Dale Jr. Now I view the race results. You can see, of course, we were J.J. Yaley, your runner-up, actually comes home second with his strategy call. He's left on. He actually beats Denny. He may have taken fuel only on his pit stop, so he's gonna beat Denny Hamlin, who comes home third, the dominant car of the day. Casey Mears fourth, Danica Patrick fifth, Paul Menard sixth, Newman seventh, Jimmy in eighth, Josh Wise at the top 10, Michael Annett a top 10 and 10th. A really weird finishing order. And you can see a lot of contenders finishing. McMurray finishes 11th. Tony Stewart finishes in 12th. You see the upsets there from 13th down to 18th. Stenhouse in 19th. Jeff Gordon in 22nd. Larson in 24th. Blaney in 25th. Truex in 26th. You got Kurt Busch down in 30th. Carl Edwards 31st. Allmendinger 32nd. Harvick 33rd. Logano 34th. Vickers 36th. Boyer down 30th. Biffle, Kane, Kyle Busch, Kenseth Keselowski 39th through 43rd. Tough finishes for those guys, but of course we come home victorious with staying out by not pitting pit road and only taking fuel only. We are your winners here in Michigan. And now we will view the points standings. We of course extend our points lead comfortably, very comfortably, over Tony Stewart to 106 points now. You got Denny Hamlin up there, Jamie McMurray, Jimmy Johnson, Brad Keselowski's always been up here in the points, Jeff Gordon, Regan Smith still having a great season for him, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson, Almirola, Vickers, Stenhouse, Edwards, Logano, Newman, Boyer, Menard in the top 16 area right now. Field below your winners, got Kyle Busch down there. Kurt Busch struggling in the points. Matt Kenseth really struggling in the points right now. You got Biffle also, Allmendinger a winner, Blaney a two-time winner. But right now he'd actually be not in the top 30 in points. He'd be 31st by 1 to Austin Dillon. Casey Kane struggling. And David Gilliland last in points right now. So we're your winner. Until next episode, we'll have racing from Sonoma. I hope you all have a good one.